Weaponize them tears, girl. You need to learn how to cry at work. If you got some kind of like a Karen, has Karen characteristics, you need to cry. Hey y'all, welcome to another vlog. So I am over here like washing some clothes and stuff, and I'm about to make me some cucumbers. I really want to make a drink because I need a drink tonight. But yeah girl, so tonight is one of them nights I need me a drink. I need to unwind. But I'm gonna make my cucumbers first. So just a little bit about, you know, maybe why I'm feeling like I need a drink. So I don't really get on Instagram much, you guys know that. So today a vlog went out, guys. It is like it is Friday the 21st, and so a vlog did go up today. But when I was on Instagram, after posting kind of like the 15-second promo package I put together, there was a picture that popped up, and this particular picture that popped up was of this chick who I used to faithfully follow on YouTube. I had so much respect for her, and that picture pops up. I'm surprised, and you guys may be asking, well, why were you so surprised? Well, she's been off of social media for a periodically long time. So anyway, she pops back up and explains why she's been gone. But I feel a way about it because I followed her for so many years. When the pandemic hit, she rolled out this opportunity. It was kind of like a financial board where you pay money into this board, and then after so long you get money back. I know you guys have heard of that. Some people, Caribbean people, refer to it as a susu. Some people refer to it as a pyramid scheme, which I'm going to lean towards a pyramid scheme. So anyway, I paid money into it. So total of $1,000. The first time I paid money into it, it was $500. And then I received a message from this person, the one that is, you know, leading the board or whatever. And she tells me something to the effect that I did it wrong or something. And so I kind of panicked, and I'm like, oh my God, you know, like, what can I do to fix this or whatever? And so she says, basically, in so many words, I guess she was explaining, well, if it's left this way, it's going to push you behind, but you could always pay another $500 and that'll push you up. You can pay the $500 directly to me, and then you'll be right under me, and you'll be receiving your money soon, and all of this kind of stuff. So I was like, okay. So that's how we come to the $1,000. So long story short, not only did she make a post on Instagram explaining her return, but she also made a video. And in the video, she's gone on about no one paid her directly. Well, of course, I paid her directly. That was 3 years ago. But it just makes me feel a way, because it's like, are you coming back to this platform to scam again? Are you coming back to get your following up to scam again? And guys, I had followed her for years, like so long. You know, and I just respected her brand. I respected everything that she stood for. Again, following someone over 10 years, you don't, you know, when they roll out a project or something like that, you want to support them. Well, in the pandemic, we was all trying to come up, right? So I didn't feel the need to ever research her. And I'm going to be very honest with you guys. After I started feeling weird, like, oh my God, I don't know if I'm going to get my money back, I had one of my friends, and my friend was like, maybe you need to, you know, research her. And I did. And when I researched her, her motherfucking rap sheet was longer than a CVS receipt. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, wow. So this person had been scamming. And so now that she's returning, explaining the scam and stuff like that, I just feel like she's apologizing and all of this type of stuff. But I just feel like it's just a scheme that Todd set up so this hoe can bring the bullshit back around to us. I'm telling you guys this story just to make you aware. Guys, I don't give a damn who it is. I don't care. If you guys ever decide that you want to support someone and it's a situation where you're exchanging a sum of cash, I think that it would be great if you do your research. I wish that I would have done my research. I'm pretty smart. I'm a very smart consumer, but I didn't exercise smarts in that situation. Now, let me say this. I have since then gotten my money back triple fold in different ways. God has blessed me abundantly in so many different ways. But I just want you guys to be vigilant. And if somebody comes to you and they tell you that they can, if you give them $500, they can put you on a money board, and then in about, I don't know, 6 weeks, you gonna get $1,500 or you gonna get $5,000 or whatever. Don't believe that. That shit does not work. It does not work. And I don't know. I think I just, again, during the pandemic, you were so hopeful that it would. But I think I'm more or less bothered of the fact of, like, she's saying, you know, people didn't pay her directly when she directly contacted me and I did pay her directly. It is just like, wow, you know, what's your next scam? What are you going to try to do next? I've seen, like, I've seen the fall off and then the comeback. And it's just like, it does, you know, looking at the videos, it does feel like she's getting ready to set up another scheme, but she has to build her, you know, I think she has to build her, the trust of the public back up or whatever. And so, guys, just be vigilant. That's becoming a very familiar word over here on the Rochelleshaunelle channel. So anyway, girl, I'm gonna eat these cucumbers, and I may come back after I finish eating these. Y'all, look at this shit. So basically, it was a group of people at the pool today, hanging out, and instead of them throwing the shit away when they left, they just leave it on the tables or whatever. There are, from where I can see from where I'm standing, there are 3 trash cans, 2 in the corner, and 1 against this wall right here. I just don't understand. And then I'm coming in from I had to go back to the car and get the camera and stuff. I'm coming into down the hallway or whatever, and I hear someone screaming. It's like whoever this was screaming bloody fucking murder. And so I'm just like alarmed. So I kind of like push the hallway door open, and I was like, is everything okay? And then a guy was walking down the stairs. He's like, oh yeah, everything is okay or whatever. I see another girl, she's walking, and then it's another girl with her. And she's telling the other girl, like, you need to quit, you know, being so loud. And I'm just like, why would you just be walking screaming like that? All right, y'all, I'm back. So what we're about to do, I'm about to go on Overstock and just look at some credenzas. I'm gonna be honest, I need more space, because it's like we haven't even been here a year, and I just feel like I'm outgrowing this space already. Despite the fact that I do love like how we created the beauty space, I do not like coming home to, I don't care how neat it is. I don't want to come home. I just don't want the makeup and stuff set up there all the time. I don't like that. I just want just a very clean look. I found something on Overstock, so I'm thinking maybe if I get a credenza, I think I said this in the last vlog, we'll store the makeup in the credenza, and that way that area just always looks like a very cohesive, clean space. I think it would work nice in the area. This is what it looks like right here. Right now the price of it is $291. I just need something that's gonna still look very nice and very clean in that area. I just feel like, and this is a blessing in a sense, like the fact that we've only been here almost a year and we're already outgrowing that space. That means that more business is coming in and that kind of thing, and that's awesome. But I still want my space to feel, I don't want it to feel like the walls are closing in on me when I come home or when I wake up in the morning. I still want this to feel just like an open, beautiful space. And I just feel like everything is closing in. I did look at a small 2-bedroom apartment. like the floor plan. So maybe we'll go look at that, and maybe we'll go look at another property. I don't know if I'm necessarily ready to move because I'm still in that really aggressive saving phase, financial saving phase. My better judgment is like, you know, just make you are just gonna have to make certain sacrifices and maybe just go through the apartment and just do a complete and total overhaul, donate some stuff and just make more space. Right now financially that's gonna make more sense. But in terms of just, I just want more, personally, I just want more space. So I'll just have to figure out, you know, what's best. But I think it's still okay if we go look. We're definitely going to put this on a larger space on the vision board. We going to put that on the vision board, girl. Y'all know I'm going to figure something out, baby. The Capricorn and me, we going to figure something out. I think it's just that I'm just frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I'm frustrated with just the space here, and then, you know, I'm gonna be honest, it just feels like obviously there are so many Airbnbs in this apartment that maybe the office hasn't discovered, because if you live on this property and you live here, you see how gorgeous this property is. Why wouldn't you want to clean up after yourself? Or why would you be walking, you know, down the breezeway screaming like a motherfucking maniac? I mean, why would you do that? And you know, I don't know if it's just like a lot of really, really young people that live here. I don't know. And then too, honestly, moving to another property is not going to guarantee that these things are not going to happen. So I have to be logical in that sense. But it's just made me realize, like, even in my last, where I lived last, where we were living last before the fire, there are still a lot of issues. And it just makes me realize, until I move to a standalone property, meaning maybe a home, these are probably just going to be issues that I'm going to have to deal with, just dealing with inconsiderate neighbors. All right, y'all. So listen, this is about to be the conclusion of the Hot Comb Chronicles. So y'all, this is the hot comb that I purchased from Target. This is the one that I recently purchased from Amazon. And then we have the other one from the beauty supply. Let me get it. This is the one from the beauty supply. So in conclusion, the one from Target actually ended up being the hottest one. So we're going to send the one back to Amazon. And then, girl, we just gonna, I don't know what we gonna do with this one from the beauty supply. Because it is, you know, it is not that, girl. And then, y'all, so last night, baby, I ended up just like looking up just like kind of how to like straighten your hair or whatever. So I ended up looking on Instagram, and I happened to look at Glamazon, but Arrogant Tay, girl. So the trick is you gotta put like, so you gotta use a wax stick, and then you gotta use like some Got To Be or whatever. That's what I seen him doing, and that's how he be getting the hair like super straight and super shiny, girl. So yeah, that's what he be doing or whatever. So I kind of like did it a little bit today, and it worked. But Drea Antoinette, she kind of put me on game. She was like, well, she actually did put me on game. She was like, girl, you got to get like some spritz and then run the hot comb through, and then run the hot comb through the hair, and then that's what's gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? She was like, that's what's gonna get it, you know, looking like really, really extra straight. But let's just do this. We're about to do this little Got To Be trick real quick. So I seen him do that, and then he put the hot comb through it. Y'all. And this is another thing I want to tell y'all. Y'all, I don't really think that these hot combs that's plugged into the wall, I don't think that they are designed to get as hot as we are used to them getting. You know, I'm a woman of a particular age, honey. So I grew up with the hot combs that your mama put on the stove. So that's what I grew up with. And so I think I was expecting the hot comb to get that temperature. But if you really think about it, them damn hot combs that you put on the stove probably get up to like 800 degrees. And so the hottest that these are going to get is like 450, maybe 500. So that is why it's not as hot as I'm expecting it to be. But it is hot. So this one is flat. Now we just have to work on like um how to get them like shiny and bouncy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of bouncy. It's like, see, look, it's kind of bouncy, but it is kind of giving stiff wear. You know what I'm saying? It is kind of giving like, I don't know. It's kind of giving like if I bend my neck down, the hair ain't gonna bend down with my neck. Let's see. Let's test it out. Okay. So look. I don't like that. Look, y'all, look. Look, when I bend my neck down. The hair's supposed to bend down with your neck, girl. Look at that. I don't like that. I hate that. Girl, it looked like my damn hair went to the school of aviation. It looked like it's flying in the back. I hate that. I used to call a long time ago when people would bend their neck down and their hair wouldn't bend down with their neck. I used to call that shit air hair. And we not doing no air hair, baby. Bombshells don't have air hair. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to figure this shit out. If it's the last thing I do, I'm going to figure out how to get the hair like silky and bouncy and how to get it like to bend down when your neck bend down. You know what I'm saying? Baby, that hair's supposed to be, what juvenile say, bend over. Baby, that hair's supposed to bend over. That shit's supposed to bend over. It's bending over now, but now when you look. Oh, it's bending over now. Okay. So maybe the trick is to run the hot comb through the sides too. Let me see. All right, let's see. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe, yeah, I think that's how you do it. Make it all bouncy and stuff. All right, y'all. So I have been over here watching this show on Netflix, and it's called The Indian Matchmaker. And I'm starting to realize like dating issues are universal. You know what I'm saying? I used to think like other races, they had it easier when it came to dating and stuff. And I'm realizing through watching this show, it's the same across the board. It seems like with this show, there may be, because of their culture and their religious beliefs and stuff like that, their dating seems to be a little bit more structured. But in terms of like lying and ghosting and all of that type of stuff, girl, it's the same across the board. One guy he lied and said he had never been married. They found out he was divorced. Another dude ghosted one of the girls. One of the chicks, she's so goddamn difficult to get along with. It's like she goes on like so many different first dates because she's just very difficult. And she does this. She's like very difficult, very negative, and at the end of the date, she'll be like, well, at least I don't hate him. And I'm like, so she was like, because most of the dates that she'll go on, at the end of the day, she ends up hating the person. I'm like, how do you end up hating most of the people that you go on a date with? I understand it not working out, but how do you get to the point where you literally hate everybody that you go on a date with? That is crazy to me. And so I don't know, I'm just realizing like, dating, it just doesn't seem to be easy for anybody. And that leads me to this. I've received a message on Instagram from one of you gorgeous bombshells. And she actually wanted me to answer this email. Oops, girl, and dropped the darn phone. She wanted me to answer this DM on this blog. So let me find it. All right. And so I'm not going to say her name because she didn't, I don't want to say her name because I didn't know if it was okay to say her name. But anyway, so the question is,
I had an old flame reach out to me. Our relationship never took off because of distance. He resurfaced in January, wishing me a happy new year. I was cordial about it. He told me he had just gotten a divorce. I think he was divorced at this point for only 3 months or so. Since then, he's constantly texting me, complaining about stress-related stomach issues, feeling like a failure, being broken, and I'm to the point where I'm getting frustrated. I've told him to pray and possibly look into getting some professional counseling, and he still continues to be negative and complain. I have my own things that I'm trying to sort out in life, and I don't want to deal with it, but I don't want to be cold-hearted either. How do you handle that? I'm very empathetic, but this is too much.
okay, this was my response to her. I said, hello, gorgeous. I'll definitely address this on the next vlog. My advice to you is to slowly pull away. I'm suggesting that because you seem to have a very kind and compassionate, or you seem to be very kind and compassionate. This guy is not in the best place and is definitely an emotional parasite. People like him will drain your energy until they are healed, and then they move on to the next source. Send him the words to "Take me to the king," and then block that ass. And I said, no, but seriously, just fade away from him and continue to focus on yourself. And the reason why I told her that, because I've been in situations with co-workers and, just different things like that. And people will dump and dump and dump and dump their stuff on you. They will never ask where you are emotionally, or do you have the emotional capacity to handle something a little bit heavy. I think sometimes we need to get permission from our friends and our loved ones and our spouses and partners before we just start emotionally dumping shit on them. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I don't want to digress, but I think sometimes, people will dump and dump and dump on you. You are literally their dumping ground. They are emotional parasites, like I said, and they will suck you dry until they are healed. And then when they are healed, they will go on and give someone else the best of them, whether it be other friends or, other partners or whatever. So, unfortunately, sometimes you win power and influence with people through silence. And it's sad, but I've seen it happen before. I've literally single-handedly changed the dynamics of friendships where I was a friend where people would dump on, and I'm gonna be honest, I just pulled. I like to say, I fell back, I fell off, and I fell back, and I pulled away slowly. And now, I ain't gonna even say now the dynamics are different because they know that they can't come to me and dump shit on me. You know what I'm saying? And then too, girl, people will be in a dark space. They'll try to, create that dynamic with you. And then you look up and they are healed, and because energy transfers and you develop, you can take on people's energy. You look up a month later, you depressed as hell, and then they out traveling, living life, enjoying life, going on about their life, chasing their dreams and everything else. And so don't sell yourself short in any capacity. Don't let people dump on you. And then too, test the waters and just see if maybe you have a bad day. If you reach out to them, if they're going to be there for you, and then that'll tell you everything you need to know. But anyway, yeah, so if you guys want to ask me questions, feel free to DM me. I'm gonna try to get a little bit better on Instagram, checking my messages and stuff like that. But anyway, girly, I'm about to get up and take a shower and stuff and take this makeup off so we can get up at a decent time in the morning, and then I'm gonna call y'all back.
Turn the stripper to a diva. Chinchilla on her, that's a Peter. Shot might be gone up the needle. Body start gone like the Beatles. I took styrofoam to the meeting. Free cell phone with the breathing. Got a bitch waiting in the lounge. I done had to move a few pounds. Looking at my chain, don't drown. And they put the diamonds in his mouth. All bad bitch pop out. When a nigga stepping at the house. Every day we walk the red carpet.
All right, hey y'all, forgive me if the camera is shaking. I'm getting ready to do a hair sponsorship with y'all real quick. I'm over here watching ABBA and Preach. Girl, and they are basically talking about a case where this guy, he killed, so a guy killed a lady. The lady's son went and found a man and killed him. So what they're doing now on this episode, they're calling their mom and they're asking their mom, like, if someone killed you, would you want me to go after them and kill them? And basically they mama like, yeah. And I'm like, shit, it's y'all, and I cut the camera on to let y'all know. If somebody get me, y'all hoes better ride for me, baby. Y'all better beat them with your fists and your feet. You better beat them with everything. You better beat them with sticks and bats, and you better beat them with knife. Rocks. You better beat them with everything. Beat y'all better ride for me, man. Y'all better ride for me. If somebody get me, y'all better. I ain't speaking it into existence. I'm just saying, like, if somebody came after me, I don't have kids, but I got nieces and nephews. Hell yeah, I would want them to go get the person. And no, and that's probably not the right, you know what I'm saying, like the right way to look at it or whatever, because now that dude is in jail. He's in jail or whatever, and that's sad. The whole situation is sad. He lost his mom, and now, you know, he's probably gonna be in jail for, a periodically long time. But anyway, I was just like, I had to take a little break, because I was thinking, like, well, how would I want people to go out and, and try to, get revenge or whatever. And I'm like, hell yeah, beat them with your fists, your feet, your hands, beat them with bats and stick, beat them with knife, beat them with pot and rocks, beat them. Oh my goodness. Okay, y'all, so let me get back to doing this. I just finished my makeup, and so let me get back to doing this wig sponsorship, and I'm gonna call y'all back.
You've been stressing, let me be a teacher and give you a lesson tonight. I can't fall any deeper. I can't fall any deeper. Can't love any stronger. You know I can't wait any longer. I'm hungry for you, baby, and that's true. Thinking about all I wanna do, just one touch, it won't do. You should know I'm gonna slow motion for you. Break it down, down, down. Break all these layers for you. Break it down, I will. Break it down, break it down. Break it down, down. Love you like nobody loves you. Break it down, I will. Break it down. When it all breaks loose, the lines will fall, and you're gonna hear a sound. Now I'm alone with you, I wanna hear you call. We're gonna make a sound. 1, 2, 3, doing it all for me. All of the way. 1, 2, 3, doing it all for me. All of the way. Baby, I just thought I'd let you know. No, I can't wait any longer. I'm hungry for you. I thought I'd let you know that you better be ready for when I come over, 'cause babe, I'm gonna break it down, down.
All right, y'all. I literally just finished doing that during sponsorship. Girl, this wig was, ooh, it was not easy. But anyway, we're actually getting ready to go get something to eat and probably go look around at a couple of stores. But I did want to get really pretty today. All right, y'all. So I am wearing this gorgeous blue dress. I got this from Zora. I think I paid like $9 for it, girl. So it is so cute. It has like the really cute asymmetrical sleeve situation. I think I'm gonna grab the trench coat because it might get a little bit cool outside. Well, hello everybody. I am Corporate Karen and I am here with a message. Number one, weaponize them tears, girl. Now the tears don't work on the men. I'm gonna tell y'all what work on the men. If you got some kind of like a Karen, has Karen characteristics, you need to cry, okay? You need to weaponize those tears. And if you are someone at work who's not into, you know, you don't tell a lot of your personal business, I already told y'all in another video, but what you need to do is make up you a Uncle Larry. And y'all know what an Uncle Larry is? An Uncle Larry is, a relative that you take care of every single moment of the day when you're not at work. And that way, when they want to know what you did on the weekends, you took care of Uncle Larry. What you doing for the holiday? Taking care of Uncle Larry. What did you do last night? Took care of Uncle Larry. So when they try to call you in the office and they start bothering you and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They start bothering you, you be like, I'm so overwhelmed with my Uncle Larry. You are his full-time caregiver, okay? So you need to lean on Uncle Larry. So that's number one. Number two, never underestimate people's, and when I say people's, I mean men. Never underestimate how flattered they are by your spirit of resilience. And this is what I mean. So anytime that I've been laid off, I knew I was gonna get laid off. I could just sense it. Something in my spirit had told me that we was gonna get laid off. It was just something. I don't know if it was the fact that people stopped making eye contact in the meetings and stuff like that or whatever, girl, but I could just tell. And so when it would be time for them to call me in the office, I don't know, I would just be like, oh yeah Bob, I saw this one coming. Yeah. And then they would be like, oh my God, how did you know? And then I would go, it's not my first rodeo. And so because I was always resilient, I never gave them what they expected. Because, when they lay you off, they expect for you to actually cry. But see, what they don't know about me is anytime I was getting ready to get laid off, I had already had like a little vacation plan. You know what I'm saying? To go get my teeth done or go do something. And so even though I acted like, it wasn't, I ain't gonna lie. So most of them companies I didn't like, so it really wasn't a big deal. But the very notion of me being resilient was extremely impressive to them. And so anytime another opportunity came up, they would reach out. Of course, I'm not trying to once I deal with a layoff, I'm not really trying to go back to a company. It's only one company that I would have gone back to, and that's the structural engineering firm. But yeah, girl, when they lay you off, they do expect for you to be hooping and a hollering and a crying. I know one manager, he told another engineer, he was like, man,
and Rochelle took that layoff better than any man that I have ever had to lay off.
And I'm just kind of like, nigga, this wasn't exactly, you know what I'm saying? Like, this wasn't like no lit ass job. I just wanted to give y'all those tips. I am Corporate Karen, and this has been a public service announcement. All right, girls. So we were actually gonna go to West Elm. I don't know why I thought it was a West Elm over here in the Galleria area, but I think that I was probably thinking of the Pottery Barn. So the West Elm, the closest one to me is in this area called City Center. So anyway, I didn't feel like going to City Center today. because I wanted to go somewhere where everything was kind of collectively together. So I guess we're about to pull up on we're gonna pull up on Pottery Barn real quick, and that is because I had like a little snack before I left the house, and so I'm not really hungry right now. So I guess we're gonna pull up on them real quick, and then we're gonna try to make it to Restoration Hardware, and then we're gonna get something to eat, and then probably just go back to the house. But I just wanted to, ooh girl, I hope this camera wouldn't I hope the camera wasn't focused on the back seat. But anyway, so that's what's going on with me right now. But cause I want to find some like cute pillows and stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna buy anything, but I just want to get like some inspiration, because I kind of want to redo my bedroom. But that's, you know, that's not like a big deal right now. And I don't know if I told y'all this, but I ordered that credenza last night, or it's called a buffet. I ordered that last night, and so hopefully that'll be here sooner than later. That way we can get that makeup, beauty room, office situation together. So yeah, but I guess I'll see you guys when we get to the Pottery Barn. Girl, I'm talking about Pottery Barn. It's Crate and Barrel. So that's where we're going, Crate and Barrel. And I think it used to be a Z Gallery over here, but girl, a lot has changed, honey. Baby, I don't see no Z Gallery no more. I see a Banana Republic. Girl, a lot. Oh, I still see the Z Gallery sign. But anyway, okay, y'all, let's park, and I'm gonna see y'all when we get inside. All right, y'all, so we are on the phone. I didn't feel like bringing that big old camera in here, which is good because, honey, they don't exactly seem friendly in here.
Oh yeah. The gallery open till 10 for you and your friends. You know how I spend in USDON. I get too crazy, had a little baddie now. We stay good friends, we get too wavy. All I know is that when this cup ends, the next one begins. My babe, you know me, and you knew me back then. And you know how it goes when I see you again. You know I'm making my way to your ends, and you know I need you to be there for me. You a little post-so baby, you a little 48 baby. Got a little candy in her pocket, she gon' take off like a. You already know, no. Ready up a cup, I'm on the no side.
All right, y'all, so they have a lot of really gorgeous things in Crate and Barrel, but I was more or less, I don't know, I'm a little bit, I feel like I'm a little bit more glam. I also think like a lot of the things that I loved, those things are for when I get a bigger place, or actually like a forever home. Or, you know, a home where I'm just going to be there for a periodically long time. But I don't think that it's anything wrong with like going to places like that, getting inspiration, or just even getting excited about, you know, what the future has to hold. And so, you know, they have beautiful things. But for me, what I would do more than likely at Crate and Barrel, I went in, I got some inspiration, and I would probably go throughout the city and go to different areas and recreate a lot of the things that I saw for less than half of the price. Cause baby, we be at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and you know, Ross and stuff like that. And so their things are a little bit pricey. But anyway, I think we're gonna, I really want us to go to West Elm, and then I feel like Restoration Hardware is not, it's not too far. I do think that their stuff is a little bit more, I think for where I am now, I can get a lot more inspo. But what I think I'm about to do, we're probably gonna get something to eat real quick. I'm kind of debating on because I wanted to eat at Hillstone Restaurant, which is kind of like, it's the old Houston's. But I also wanted to go to West Elm because I guess I could look some stuff up I guess we could maybe go to West Elm tomorrow. And then I thought I was going to have enough footage for this vlog for today, but I don't. It's really going to depend on what happens between going to the restaurant and getting back to the house or whatever. So, but anyway, so I guess, girl, let's head over to the restaurant. And I don't know if I'm gonna film anything, because the last time I tried to film in here, girl, they had a damn conniption fit. So I'll probably try to get some footage on my phone.
She got that good, she Michael Jackson bad. I'm attracted to her for her attractive ass. And now we murderers because we kill time. I knock her lights out and she still shine.
Hey girl, I am finally home, y'all. That food was so good, but girl, they give you a lot of food at this restaurant. Hold on, y'all. Oh Lord, it's scary in here. They give you a lot of food at this restaurant. So the food was really, really good. And just to let y'all know, baby, they give you like, I think the girl said 3 shots per drink, which that's excessive, but I had the lemon drop martini and it was really, really good. But I'm not a drinker like that, so definitely 1 drink was fine with me, and I was feeling really, really nice. But yeah, I got a lot of leftovers. Ooh, yeah, this bed feels so good. Oh my God. So yeah, girl, I got a lot of leftovers or whatever. But yeah, so y'all, this is something I was thinking about, and this is coming from the series that I told y'all about earlier, The Indian Matchmaker. And I think for me, like, one girl, she was saying all of the things that she had going for herself, and she was like, but I'm 30 years old, and just saying like, you know, she hasn't found anyone. And it just, you know, like she was saying like people will imply what's wrong with her. And there's been a lot of trends going around like that, like people implying that there's something wrong with a woman that's 30 years old or older who's not married or have not been married. And I'm just here to tell you, it is nothing wrong with you if you are 30 or older and you're not married. You know what I'm saying? And so they were saying, well, what if you met a guy? Because they was trying to say like, if you met a guy who was up in age, extremely successful, lived in a beautiful home, had his body together, his career together, finances together, and he was single, wouldn't you think it was something wrong with him? And I was like, absolutely not. Maybe he's healing. Maybe he's taking a break from relationships. Maybe he lost his spouse. You know, maybe he's been consumed with his career. Maybe he's just not a person who's ever enjoyed dating, and he's just waiting for the right opportunity for the right person to come to him by happenstance. I wouldn't automatically assume that there is something wrong with him because he's, you know, extremely successful and attractive and single. And I'm like, people act like just because you're over 30 years old, something has to be wrong with you if you've chosen not to get married. And I'm just like, have they done the statistics? There's a lot of people old 30 and up. In fact, more and more and more women are choosing not to get married. More and more women are choosing to be single. Like, the last thing I would want someone to think is there something wrong with me? You know, I think that if you spend all of your time complaining about being single, oh, I wish I had somebody, I need a man, oh Lord, send me a man.
Say I need a man. Oh.
think that if you spent all of your time complaining and wishing you had a man, then yeah, I could see people thinking that there is something wrong with you, because why are you wanting a man and can't get one? But the bottom line is, I think a lot of people are just invested in themselves. And let's not talk about the pandemic shit, girl. The pandemic that made a lot of people just be okay with being okay or being single. And it's nothing wrong with that. And you know what I'm saying? Like, so if you are 30 years old or older and you are single and you had a relationship and you've chosen not to be in a relationship again for whatever reason, there's nothing wrong with you.
A father has told me that if a woman's over 32, never been married, never had any kids, there's something wrong with her.
Tell your daddy that if you find a woman who is 32 years old, don't have any kids, never been married, tell your daddy that she's educated and that she's planning to make financial decisions so she can afford the children that she has and send them to college instead of having them standing at the L stop. She can drive a Lexus to work. Tell your daddy that the woman is a boss.
Hey y'all, I know I've been complaining this entire vlog about moving to a bigger place. We're not moving right now, but we want to start setting the parameters of moving. So we're about to go look at an apartment. So I'm going to bring you guys along with me. All right, y'all. So we are touring this small 1-bedroom. I love it. So guys, this is the kitchen. The island is a little bit smaller than what we currently have, but that's fine. And then you have the separated area, the cooking area, and then it does look like we could have like a small workstation here. I probably wouldn't work here because we're going to turn one of the bedrooms into an office. This is the living area. I love it. It's a pretty open space. And then this is the master bedroom that I love. The bathroom is separate. So it still has the large high ceiling. I love that. And then it has a huge closet. Y'all look at this closet, girl. Look at the closet. So the good news is we're gonna have 2 closets, but I do love the setup of this one. So I love that. We are about to go to the other side of the apartment. Guys, this is the other end of the living room. So it's really the dining room area. So again, that's the living room. This is the dining room, but we would probably turn this into one big open room. We are now approaching the bedroom area. So this is the second bedroom, guys. This is going to be the office area. So cute. Another huge closet, girl. This closet seems like it's the same size as the one we have right now in my current apartment. So this is the other closet. And then this is the guest bathroom. This is where the magic happens. Y'all, look how big this bathroom is. So I love that. Y'all, I'm excited, girl. And then you have the linen cabinet, of course. But yeah, girl, so I'm pretty excited. All right, y'all, we gonna try this artwork in the bedroom thing again. So we're actually gonna get these. I'm actually gonna get 2 because I want the length of the wall covered, that wall that's open. Hold on, let me move this out the way. Oh, it's okay. So we're gonna try this thing again now. Hopefully it'll work out. And then I know you can't see it, but I just bought I'm buying some new pillowcases. You can never have like the perfect white comforter, so I'm buying another white comforter. I love the one I have on the bed, but this one is cute too. So I'm probably I don't think I'm gonna put this on the bed right away, but I'll just have it. And then I got a great deal on it too because it's only $29. Those pictures are $40 a piece, and then the satin pillowcases that I'm buying, they're only like $4 a piece. All right, y'all, I am finally home. Obviously, y'all already know I am in my favorite place in my apartment, girl. I got some really good news today, y'all. after we went and looked at the apartment, and I'll probably share a little bit more with y'all. But yeah, something had told me to just go and look at, look at the apartment or whatever on my way out. And I did, and it's, it's a nice, spacious, it's just more space in this place. And then the two-bedroom, I mean the closet space in the 2 bedrooms, of course, we love that. So we're definitely putting some things in place to make our move. Baby, y'all look. Baby, I took it back to my D-girl days, baby, with this one. I took it back to my girls in the hood days. I took it back to the Too Short. Go on and on. Can't understand how it lasts so long. Hey, must have superpowers. Hey, hey, blow the whistle. For the girls who know, no, baby, this is it right here, y'all. I stopped at some store. It's called Pop Shelf. Is that the name? I'm looking at the bag. Pop Shelf. Hold on, let me go look at the bag. Yeah, girl, it's called Pop Shelf. And my lace was kind of like playing with me, and it was kind of looking like frosted flakes, all up in this area. And I needed to stop real quick. I needed to stop real quick and get something, you know what I'm saying, to get that lace together. I feel like Coretta Scott King with my hair like this. I love it. Like, she just was such a classic beauty. It's like a party in my mouth. So y'all listen. I am like, I feel so blessed. So when I left, like when we left the apartment today after the apartment tour, I was like, I really liked that apartment or whatever. And something just told me to drive by my old neighborhood. And I'll do that from time to time. I don't always share. I'll drive by there from time to time, because I think I told you guys, like, I didn't live in the best neighborhood. That was not a really good part of town. It wasn't the best neighborhood. But Houston is such a weird place. You can live in the hood, and then 5 minutes down the street, it's $1 million neighborhood. And that's kind of the neighborhood I lived in. But anyway, I lived over there so long because, when I started my YouTube channel, I didn't expect my YouTube channel to take off the way that it did. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't. I didn't expect any of this stuff to happen. And so I was living over there because the rent was really, really affordable. And I was like, well, let me just stay here until I can figure out my next move. And not knowing what God had in store for me, I was like writing on my mirror before the apartment burned down. And I was like, on June the 1st, I'm going to move into a big, beautiful space. Lo and behold, I had no idea, y'all. My apartment literally burned down on June the 1st of 2022. Literally, my apartment burned down. And so, I had no idea that, all of the things that God has blessed me with is what I had in store. Like, I didn't know that the channel was going to take off. Like, I became YouTube partner, the sponsorships. It's like when they started rolling in, they coming in fast and furious. And it's just a testimony of like what God has for you, he has for you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, lately I had been kind of thinking like, what's my next move? Like, what else do I want to incorporate into what I'm doing? And you guys know how passionate I am about career coaching and stuff like that. And then too, it's also, putting steps in place so you can have something outside of YouTube as well. And so I just have been kind of thinking like really working towards getting my bank account and stuff back to where it was. And, just getting back to what I would consider like, like a normal, back to my normal, normal thing. And then too, like with the news that I got today, it was just like so unexpected. And so that being said, it's possible that we may get an opportunity to move before, you know what I'm saying? Like even before I anticipated. Oh girl, I hope this lash wasn't like this the whole time, but if it was, oh well. But anyway, so I just feel like what's for you is for you. And it just seems like every single time I start having doubts, like feeling like, oh, what if this happens? What if this happens? It's literally like God will. So sometimes it's just like God will move mountains for things to happen for you faster than you expect, because I just, never expected for, for things to take off, like I was saying, the way that they did. Sometimes, like, you think you're choosing a path, but that path really chose you. I think I told y'all this before, and I kind of say this like every once in a while, but my dream, when I close my eyes and I envisioned what my life was gonna look like, my life was gonna look like me being an executive, making a positive impact and contribution on a Fortune 500 company on the 21st floor overlooking the city of Houston. That's what I thought my life was going to be like, that I would be, a high-powered executive working and running one of these big companies here in the city. God completely had something so different planned for me. And, I just feel so grateful when I was driving through my apartment. Girl, this turned into a testimony. I did not intend for the blog to be ending this way. But anyway, so when I was driving through my old apartment complex, I was just looking at, the conditions of everything and how the grounds, they were already not like the best, and how they really, it just seems like things have gotten really, really, really bad over there in terms of like the upkeep. I just feel so grateful and just so blessed to have come as far as I have in such a, and it happened in such a fast amount of time, and then also, even though I had manifested moving into a new place and stuff like that before the fire, there were a lot of days where I just didn't know how it was going to happen. And that's because, I had the money saved. I had money saved and I had good credit. But guys, I didn't have a work history. I hadn't worked a traditional job in a long time. And so I was just kind of like, damn, like, how am I going to, how is this going to happen? Like, people are going to want to verify income, and they're going to want to verify where you got the money from, no matter how long it's been sitting in your account. And so that was one thing that I was worried about. And then when I was literally forced to look for something else after the fire, I'm gonna be honest, I just was like, whatever. And I just literally started going to places where I thought I wanted to live. It didn't matter. Like, I would immediately tell them, people, like, listen, this is, YouTube is my full-time job, because at that time by June, this was my full-time job. And so I would be like, this is my full-time job. I would also explain to them, like, I'm still in the phase of my business where I'm investing more than I'm getting out of my business. And it was like 2 properties that was like, oh, that's not a big deal. As long as you have good credit and good rental history and, a certain amount of money in the bank, then that's all we care about. But then there were other properties that wanted, like proof of income. They didn't care if you could prove that you could pay the bills. They wanted to know that you had like legitimate income and where the income was from. And so, I just felt blessed because I was able to get approved for this apartment, no problem, no questions asked, no problem. Where your bank statements, where, that type of thing. And so it's just a blessing. I just feel blessed. And so I just wanted to give my testimony, and I just want to say to anybody out there questioning if you are headed in the right direction, just know success does not look like this. Guys, success looks like this. Success looks like ebbs and flows. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have your peaks and you're going to have your valleys. You're going to have your highs and lows. And so if you are wondering if you are going in the right direction, and sometimes it just seems like you feel defeated, just know that when God is showing you signs and you know, blessing you, and even if it's just small things that are happening, just know you are going in the right direction. And don't give up. To all of my YouTube girlies out there that's been working on your channel, and it feel like you've been doing this for years and it's just not taking off, don't give up. For my girlies out there that's been working on a business and it feels like it's just not happening, just keep going. Even if you got to switch something around, but just, you know, just don't give up. Just keep going, keep putting your best foot forward, and know that God is gonna give you the signs that you are headed in the right direction. So yeah, I just wanted to tell y'all that, but I also want to show y'all the pictures in the room. I want to kind of play in my hair a little bit a little bit more. But anyway, I have not hung the pictures up. I want to wait and do that with you guys on the next vlog, but I'm just gonna show you, girl. I got the picture. Now don't judge me now, girl. I got the picture propped up on top of the chair just to see what it's gonna look like. Okay, also disclaimer, the bed is not made, sis. All right, okay? So don't be judging me because the bed ain't made. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna show y'all what it's gonna look like. And I did buy 2 of the pictures, and we're gonna stack them on top of each other or whatever. So anyway, let me finish my hair really quick, and then I'm gonna show y'all the picture. All right, y'all. So this is the final results. I feel so glamorous and so pretty. I love it, y'all. Y'all, I'm getting good at doing wigs. I feel like I'm getting good at this. All right, I just needed to show you guys the wig real quick. All right, y'all, so this is the artwork. I absolutely love it. I don't know why it looks a little bit lighter on camera, but it's not, it's really not like as light as it's appearing. It's a little bit deeper than that, but I think it is gorgeous. And so again, guys, we're gonna have 2. We're gonna have 2 of these stacked, and so that design that you guys can see is going to be going this way, and then the other, once it's stacked, the other piece of artwork is going to be going in another way. But we're going to stack it where it's just like literally one cohesive flow, like more jagged, but it's going to look like one huge, beautiful piece of art. So we're going to do that together in the next vlog. So y'all, I'm about to edit this vlog so it can go up tomorrow. Girl, what is tomorrow? Shoot, I want to say maybe like the 24th. I don't know, but anyway, it's Wednesday. So I'm going to edit this so it can go up tomorrow. Honestly, maybe after I finish editing this vlog, I'll pick up the camera and start the next vlog, but we gonna see. It's just gonna depend on how long it takes me to edit. And I'm hoping that this vlog is long enough, girl. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.